everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to learn an extremely useful English topic that confuses many English learners around the world. Have you ever heard someone say, "What if I fail?" Or, "Even if I fail, I will continue." Both expressions sound similar, but they have very different meanings and uses. So here is today's question. What is the real difference between "what if" and "even if"? By the end of this lecture, you will clearly understand how to use both expressions naturally and confidently in daily English conversations. Let us begin. What if and even if are both common English expressions used in speaking and writing. They are often connected with imagination, possibility, fear, conditions, and situations. However, they do not mean the same thing. What if is usually used to imagine a possible situation or to ask about consequences. Even if is used to show that something will still happen regardless of a condition. This is the biggest difference between them. Now let us understand them one by one in detail. First, let us talk about what if. What if is used when we imagine possibilities, especially uncertain or hypothetical situations. It is often connected with worry, curiosity, fear, excitement, or imagination. When someone says, "What if," they are usually thinking about a possible situation and asking about the result or consequence. Look at this sentence. What if it rains tomorrow? This means, what will happen if it rains tomorrow? The speaker is imagining a possible future situation. Here is another example. What if I lose my phone? The speaker is worried about a possible situation. What if is very common in everyday English because people constantly think about possibilities. Sometimes, what if is used for negative thoughts. For example, what if I fail the exam? What if nobody likes me? What if the train is late? These sentences show fear or concern. But, what if can also be positive. For example, what if we become successful? What if this idea changes our lives? What if we travel the world one day? These sentences show hope and imagination. So remember this important point. What if introduces a possible situation and asks us to think about the result. Now let us study the structure. The basic structure is what if plus subject plus verb. For example, what if she arrives early? What if they refuse? What if we miss the bus? Very simple.